Hello, welcome to this premium podcast. I'm joined by Harry, who is going to explain to me music.
Yes, yes, I am. Nice and succinct opening, I see.
Yeah, so we had some time left in the afternoon, and thought, well, this would be some fun.
Yeah,
So,
why not? We'll see how this goes. For anybody looking for context, Callum has a very unique relationship with music as far as us Westerners go. Most of the time, you would expect to be greeted with a confused look by the question, do you like music? With Callum, you might actually get a legitimate answer, yes or no. And to be honest,
it was no when you asked.
it was. It was. I wasn't going to just throw it all on one side, but yes, it was no. Could you explain your relationship with music to me, sir?
I'm just not a huge fan in general, but then when you're...
There is one sort of subset of music that I would
but
describe
there's a
you as a
reason for
fan
this.
of.
Hang on, I gotta preempt this.
Okay, all right.
So, when you're reading a book or learning about an ideology or whatever, I find it really useful to like deeply immerse yourself as much as you can, being a
Fully
guy living in Swindon.
radicalize yourself in it. Yes,
Absolutely. So when I'm reading about Al Qaeda, I'm got the nasheed playing in the background. When I'm learning about North Korea, I've got a North Korean propaganda blast, and it helps. But then you kind of get stuck with it on a YouTube playlist. Then you end up listening to it a lot, and then you kind of it's like mums who have a kid that constantly plays a bursary rhyme, and then you eventually
Baby Shark.
you end up liking it in a weird kind of hostage situation way, and then like it's all you listen to, and then you wonder what's wrong with you.
So you have Stockholm syndrome for your own music taste.
Yeah.
The North Koreans are holding you hostage with their K-pop bangers.
It's not just them.
It's not just it's everyone. Everyone's got a gun to Callum's head right now.
I don't know if we can get this
yeah,
up.
yeah. Let's get into it. So here is a rundown of Callum's.
This is a random YouTube playlist.
Yeah, average YouTube playlist that he tends to listen to while he's doing work sat next to me, which he will continue to play even if he's going to the toilet. So I will hear this sort of tinny rattle coming from his headphones, and it's one of these things.
Yeah.
Could you give us a run through of some of your music?
Got the Boys of the Old Brigade. That's some Irish nationalist bands that do Black and Tans wonderfully.
Okay.
Some Greek nationalist music for Byzantium, which is fun. There's some rare French stuff in there about the resistance, which I usually delete, but whatever.
I mean, I don't know, French resistance in there, man. Pretty sus.
Urushidavala Warrior, so it's Irish again. Disintegration, being Quebecois, immortal North Korean propaganda.
Why does they have to?
It's not a bad song.
Why do they have to prefix it every time with immortal or something like that?
Disintegration's a fantastic song as well. It's very conservative.
The thing is,
Phantom, and then Black Raven, which is Donetsk.
The thing is, we can probably play at least some of the music in the edit because of the fact that like, some stuff like North Korea is public domain because it's not like they have any copyright over here, is it?
They refuse to sign any of the even UN declarations on copyright. The Chinese did, they didn't. So,
I mean, works for us to be fair. So hopefully you'll be able to see why it is that Callum enjoys some of these songs because some of them are actually pretty catchy. But yeah, that's the thing. Here are just a few that he's sent me directly in the course of the workday. So, John, if you'd like to move along, we don't need to play any of these, especially this one, because I imagine it is copyrighted. This is Dancing Lasha Tumbai, a Ukrainian Eurovision entry in 2007.
Verka Shushushka.
Yes, by what? Verka
Shushushka.
Gesundheit.
The lady man in the middle.
The thing. In the middle, this sort of tinfoil creation that we've got here, singing a very catchy song that's very dancey and very sort of danceable, I suppose.
I just love the part where she just like screams "Dancing" in German at the crowd.
How is it you found this?
This one I think actually my brother sent me.
I think this is just a meme. This isn't. Is it propaganda?
I mean, kind of for Ukraine, maybe.
I mean, to be fair,
most Ukrainians made disavow.
All of Eurovision is propaganda.
So this was the 2007 entry. You can see it's ridiculous, nonsensical. She screeches he in English, German, and Ukrainian.
Is Eurovision? Yes.
Yeah. So it's absolute. And it came second.
I mean, what would you expect from Eurovision?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they're not sending their best.
Well, it came second.
I mean, maybe they are. Maybe I'm just. And it's quite topical given Ukraine at the moment. I wonder if this is what they're sending the soldiers out to.
Verka Shushushka has not joined the army yet. at least from her Instagram posts.
Not yet.
So,
Very disloyal. Very disloyal. And then we get on to the actual propaganda that he sent me over the past few months, including Swords of Iraq, which includes the lyrics "soldiers dancing and shooting." Oh wait, no, this is my notes actually on the music video, which is soldiers
I know
dancing
there's
and
a music
shooting.
video.
Yeah, there is. There is for some reason. I assume it's a war song. It's lots of soldiers marching and also sort of marching while waving their arms, which I assume is dancing.
We've
In
got
this context,
John
yeah.
playing it.
What a
It's
merry trot!
No, this is military parade in Baghdad, and this is how. But I love the
It
balaclavas.
looks like they're about to start hoeing down or something.
Okay, sure, but the balaclavas, that's the best bit. It's like, yeah, we're the good guys. We look like terrorists. It's just like...
I mean, in that part of the world, I mean,
It's
what
just-
can you?
It's just funny to
I mean,
me.
they are the heroes in that part of the world, I suppose. But you can see the lyrics here. "O land, your soil is Kufuri." No idea. "In the trench, my magazine sang, we level the enemy homes, putting their ups in its downs. We are the lions, yes, by Allah."
Go give it a listen. It's very catchy.
I found it a bit waily, personally. I
Yeah.
found it to be a bit sort of stuff.
A lot of Arab nationalist music is.
Yeah, I would be shocked. Do you know the backstory of this song?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, fair play.
Enlighten me.
From what I saw in one of the comments was saying apparently there's bits cut from the song because it's a Ba'athist Saddam song, and after the Ba'athists were displaced, I assume,
Killed.
all murdered brutally, they decided to keep playing the song and just cut out all the parts that referenced Saddam and the Ba'athists.
Yeah. My understanding is they still officially have a party in Iraq, but it's kind of a joke.
Yeah. Fair play. And there's another one about Saddam, because apparently Callum has a backlog of Saddam Hussein songs, which I don't know the name of the song. It's literally just listed as Russian song made to Saddam Hussein, which, honestly, gotta lie, bit of a toe tapper.
I'm telling you, man.
I can't deny it.
Saddam Hussein.
I'm
Saddam.
I'm beginning to understand how you've become so indoctrinated by this, because honestly, it's making me feel a little bit of undeserved pride for the nation. But I couldn't find the lyrics listed anywhere other than in the original language, so I had to run them through Translate. So bear with me if this is a bit inaccurate. Saddam, everyone scolds you, my dear Saddam, but resent you, I won't give it to anyone. You're for black gold in the course of one, and in fight for it, you've lived to see grey hair. Saddam Hussein, hello Saddam, hello vagrants and thieves, and oil runs through the pipes here. Iraq lives, Iran blossoms. I assume that's correct.
Yeah, it's all just like glowing praise, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is.
But the music video here is him visiting Soviet Union, and I don't know why he did this or when, but there's
why not?
loads of footage. And I presume this song was made either by the Soviets or post-Soviet for a laugh.
And honestly,
about
the
his
beat
visit.
and the synths and stuff sounds 80s to me.
God, it's so good, isn't it?
It's actually really catchy. If nothing else, this little podcast will be something for you to check up on with the songs. You know, you can check some of these songs out because you might actually find something you enjoy.
I just love the chorus. So it's just like Saddam Hussein. It's like there's no effort made here. Like you've just taken the dude's name and be like, that's it.
Dude, I think when we get onto Western music, one of the things that you'll find is Western music, a lot of the choruses are just the name of the song repeated over and over and over again.
Oh, well.
A particularly big band that I'm a fan of, Iron Maiden, are very notorious for just having the one line repeated for like 2 straight minutes. So at least these guys didn't go that far, you know? There's more Soviet music, including Goodbye Forever,
Yeah.
which is a sad send-off to the Soviet Union.
It's also just a really nice song about you know, when you lose something and you lose it forever, it's never coming back. And so a lot of people have been playing this song in response to Ukraine right now as well.
That's true, but I believe in the context in which this was written, the thing that they were very sad about going away was the Soviet Union. And from what I could tell from the description of this video, it was sort of a last-ditch effort by the Soviet government to try and gin up some pride and support for the government as it stood at the time.
I don't know who made it.
Which wouldn't surprise me. Apparently freestyle.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's what I could find in the description there. Yeah, it takes me back to those days again and again. I feel sad about them. Goodbye forever, last love. And there you go. Goodbye, Soviet Union. Into the.
But you could apply it to anything.
You could apply it to anything, and I'm very much of the case of, if it's good music, it's good music. Who cares what it's about? Listen to it. But it is funny to think that they were singing about the Soviet Union at the time. And then just a last little sprinkle of propaganda.
Oh, fuck.
The Moranbong band, We Have Longed to See You. You might be able to tell from the images presented in front of you, this is North Korean.
Yeah. I don't know if you can click on the closed captions there, John.
Yeah, just click on the closed captions.
Because there is an English translation for those who want to rock out to.
Yes. To be fair, you do rock out to this.
So there is a backstory to this. Because a lot of North Korean music. So this is when I was reading about North Korea, and obviously trying to indoctrinate myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of it worked.
succeeding in indoctrinating yourself.
A lot of the North Korean stuff is like burly men, like Red Army choirs. You can see them behind. A lot of the songs are them.
Yeah.
And then the K-pop phenomenon took place in the South. And my understanding is that, well, the new guy needed, or at least saw a need, for female bands to do more punchy music, more kind of
We've
poppy.
got to up the diversity quotas.
Yeah, kind of. But also, you pick like the prettiest ladies in the district, have them all perform. Their lives are just playing music or singing or whatever.
I bet.
That's the propaganda band, right?
You are allocated as propaganda singer for your life.
These are supposedly like the prettiest women who can sing in the entire nation, all been brought together, all wearing white. That's significant as well. Racial purity. Conversation for another time.
Oh, is that really what it's about?
Yes.
Okay, fair play.
And the big man himself is in the room, and they're singing to him that we have longed to see you, our comrade Kim Jong-un, we have longed to see you. And it repeats a lot.
Our affectionate father,
Yeah.
day and night we long to see you and keep the dream in our hearts, being embraced by your arms in our dreams, crying tears of happiness, your close friendliness and passion, a role model and inspiration. Beautiful.
Everyone else has got a husband, by the way. Yeah, they're still
But
singing this.
They would still throw him aside for just one night in the embrace of Kim Jong-un's arms.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, the terrifying thing about this is, I imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, that metaphorically speaking, every single one of these women has a gun to their heads.
Yeah, but
If they were to say, like, I don't really feel like doing this song tonight, you know?
But that's true of everyone.
What?
Everyone in that country has a gun.
Oh, yeah, everyone in that country. I thought you meant in general then.
No.
Everyone in that country has a gun to their heads, basically just for the sake of deifying this guy.
Yeah.
This little chubby boy.
He's a big old boy. Anyway, you see the text at the top there, the lyrics being played out in green?
Oh, yeah, is that so they can sing along?
Yes. But also, when Kim Jong-un's name turns up, it turns red, and it's the same in the Bible.
Why does that sound threatening to me? Kim Jong-un.
But in some Bibles, you end up with like Jesus and God are painted in red to deify their name.
Yeah.
And the North Koreans do that for each leader as well, which is interesting because the founder, Kim Il-sung, was raised as a Christian.
Really?
So he knew, or at least this would have been a thing.
Okay.
So there's a lot of speculation, or you can't confirm, obviously, because it's mysterious, but it may be that a lot of this stuff is Christian-inspired.
That is very interesting. I mean,
the symbolism, not the ideology, for the Christians.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, Christianity, a lot of the actual worship is to do with songs, hymns, all that sort of stuff. So maybe, I mean, propaganda, obviously, we're not going to listen to an Ennio Morricone as much as I would love to. A lot of it works to, like you say, try and turn these people, especially it's very explicit in North Korea, and turn these people into gods of their own. So it's like, here's your hymn for your holy father, you know. But I can kind of understand why it works now, having listened to a bit of this for the afternoon, because I'm starting to feel a little starry-eyed myself.
Uri Kim Jong-un Toji. Get stuck in your head.
Check it out yourself and see if you're not a true believer by the end of it. So just to clarify, just to put the question out there, obviously we've explained a little bit of it, but what is it that appeals to you about this music?
So like I said, it's usually when I'm reading about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think for anyone who is learning about an event or a place in history that is extremist or ideological, if you embrace yourself in the music, you can find yourself truly believing, or at least seeing through their eyes why they believe. Like, 10 10 hours into listening to North Korean music and reading about it, you can start to see why people love Kim Jong Un. And it's impossible to describe. And I know everyone looking at this going to think I'm some kind of freak, yeah, right to. But when you're that far into it, you can start to see why someone who's only been brought up on this can start to deify this person in the same way that you see someone on YouTube. You only see them on YouTube. And I'm sure you've had this. I've had this
Parasocial relationships.
with Carl. Like, once you meet him in person, you're just like, this is weird. Like, it's not...
It's very unusual. When I first met him to come in for the interview, he was much, much shorter than I expected.
So, but...
as were you. No offense.
Fine. Whatever, Mick. But it's...
Irish dog!
Yeah. You have a similar relation with, people who you then go to an event or you see, like, Mr. Robinson or whatever in person, and it's a bit strange. And you can see why this deification happens.
Apparently, John's printing one of our P45s as we speak.
But it is obviously
look at the draw.
But it is obviously insane. To watch the full video, please become a premium member at lotuseaters.com.